Today, we are talking about turning your passion into a business. So, this is a live series that I'm doing. I was just kind of looking back on some of my videos and I realized I haven't gone live in a long time. So, because I'm still getting a lot of interest, because people are still wondering if this is an industry to get into, I thought it would be good if I just took 10 days to just go live and talk about different aspects of home care. So today is day one. We're talking about turning your passion into a business. Because I know for myself and a lot of people that I talk to, we get into this business because we've taken care of a loved one, because we love caring for people. It's kind of just who we are. So it kind of makes sense for us to go into this industry. But I want to talk about how that passion, how those things that you love to naturally do, you can actually turn that into a successful home care business. So if you have a heart for helping others and your vision really is for making a difference, this is your chance to create that business that's both rewarding and profitable. So why home care? So the reason why I kind of started the presentation with this is because I am constantly receiving that question, is this still a good business? And the answer is yes. More and more people are needing care every day. It's growing rapidly just because we do have an aging population. And so that aging population lends to an increasing demand for quality in-home care. So absolutely, this is still a profitable business. This is still a business that is trending upward, and it still is a business that you should get into. We know that home care allows seniors and individuals with disabilities to maintain independence while receiving the care they need. On this channel, you all hear me talk about my mom quite a bit. We fortunately were able to bring her home from the assisted living that she was living in, and for her to have her independence and really kind of just have her own space has really been a joy for me. So really, this is what home care is about. It's allowing people to maintain their independence. And then last but not least, I've kind of already talked about this. It's a meaningful business, but it also generates income. But I think even bigger than that, it impacts people's lives. So in terms of identifying your passion, this is really about asking yourself, why do you want to start this business? So is it for a personal experience? Is it a love for caregiving? Or do you have a desire to help your community? Or maybe it's all. So remember that I like to tell people passion fuels the success. So you really want to make sure this is something you're passionate about, because challenges will arise. I can tell you that. But your passion is what's going to keep you going. And you really want to define what your mission and vision, both what are those mission and vision statements that you have, because you want to align that to your passion. Okay, so understanding the business. So while passion is essential, what I love to tell my home care agency owners is you're running a business. So the passion part of it is going to sustain you, but you have to build an effective operation in order for your business to be sustainable. Okay, so key business aspects, the licensing and regulations, that's why a lot of you reach out to me. The business structure, how do you set yourself up? Financial planning, budgeting, all of those things are so important. And then, of course, the staffing and caregiver recruitment. So the big message here is you want to be prepared to balance your caregiving passion with that business operation. So let's talk about understanding the business side. Oh, kind of just talked about that. Okay, so let's say you've considered all of the things I just talked about. This is something I know a lot of times when I talk to you, a lot of you have been wanting to do this for years. And so now you've decided that this is the time to get started. So here are some just practical things that you can do. You want to research your state and local licensing requirements. So what does it take to get licensed in your state? That process is going to be different from state to state. Some processes are very strenuous, and then other states are not so much. So once you decide what your state's requirements are, you should develop a business plan. So you all know that this is something that I strongly believe in. You got to be knowledgeable about the industry. Caregiving is one side of it, but the business part of it, your marketing strategy, your pricing, things of that nature, you got to spend time into developing that, so that you can be profitable and so that you can get the most out of your business. You definitely want to secure funding. So, how are you going to fund your business? And then you want to register your business. So obtain those necessary licenses. Outside of the license to operate, you need to most likely have a license to operate your business in the city that you're operating in. Just really understanding, what does it take for you to stand up this business. You want to hire and train your caregivers. And this is important, that share your passion. So, we don't want to just occupy seats. We really want to get people who get who you are as an owner, and they really pass that vision down. Um, and it shows in the care that they give your clients. And then, of course, you got to market your services effectively. So, marketing your home care business, you definitely want to utilize online and offline marketing strategies. So, you definitely want to build your website, social media engagement, the networking with hospitals, doctors, and community organizations. That's so important. And then, of course, your word of mouth referrals. I think initially, a lot of people that are going to be coming to your agency are going to be from word of mouth initially. And then this is important. Your passion shines through an authentic marketing. So you really don't want the standard out of the box marketing that you almost see everyone doing. You really want your marketing to showcase who you are as an agency and kind of what makes you different. That's going to make you shine. So we've talked a lot about business, a lot about business concepts, but really what makes you different and what's going to make you stand out is the exceptional care that you're going to be providing. So remember, your reputation is built on the quality of the care that you provide. So you got to ensure, and a lot of times your state licensing will help you with this, but you got to make sure your caregivers are adequately trained. Okay, that they're compassionate. We kind of already talked about that your services are personalized, and then that you build a strong relationship with the clients and the families. Okay, especially with a lot of our seniors, they have probably a child or some type of guardian or someone that's helping them make these decisions. So you want to make sure that you build the relationship with whoever that person is. Okay. And then lastly, your leadership, how you lead, that creates a positive culture for caregivers and the clients. So we want to make sure that our caregivers feel good about working and representing your agency, and how they feel towards their agency that they're working for, that is passed down to the client. Okay. Um, I love to always see the glasses half full, but there are some challenges. So I want to be honest and kind of sharing some of those, because running a home care business, really running any business, is going to come with challenges. But the first one that I hear a lot of, and even from personal experience, finding reliable caregivers. One thing that I like to tell my clients that reach out to me for consulting services is, you know, hiring, looking for caregivers, interviewing caregivers, that's not a one and done. You're going to constantly want to make sure that you're hiring caregivers. And that's just because there's a lot of turnover for a multitude of reasons. And so you want to make sure that you always have people in a pipeline that you can pull from in the event you experience turnover. Managing that regulatory compliance, just making sure that you're able to not only get that initial licensing, but sometimes there are visits after that. You just want to make sure you are constantly in compliance. Okay. And how you stand up your business through licensing, that should carry through as you're operating your business. Balancing profitability with quality care. Handling competition. You all know this is a competitive market. And so that could be a challenge, especially if the area that you're operating from is really inundated with home care. Now, here's the thing. This is where your quality service, this is where your marketing, how you're getting yourself, how you're showing up in your community is really going to make you stand apart from all the others. And last but not least, we talked about this a lot, but stay true to your passion, and that's going to help you push through your obstacles. So I'm kind of at the end of my presentation. I want to talk to you about next steps. It's just, if you have a passion for caregiving, now is that time to take action. Don't wait, because I know I've talked to a lot of you. You've been wanting to do this for years. And if you think about it, if you would have started before, you would have already been operating. But it's not too late. Today is a good day to do something. Okay. Which is my next point. Start with research, create your plan, and then just take small steps. Every day, do something towards starting your home care agency. Surround yourself with mentors and a supportive community. I will tell you, when I was going through the licensing process, and even when I initially started my agency, not a lot of people knew what I was doing. And that was just because I didn't need the naysayers in my ear. I didn't need anyone telling me anything negative. I really just wanted to surround myself with people that were helping me take steps towards opening my agency. Okay. And then, of course, you want to let your passion drive your success. So, you can always connect with me. I'm really excited to say that I am finally, after all these years, a couple of you have been reaching out to me. I'm finally starting a community where any agency owners, potential agency owners, agency owner, aspirational folks can join my community. So I'm so excited for that. I'll have all that information in the link. There's some good information there. And we kind of already have a community, because it's a lot of the same of you reaching out to me, getting information, coming back. And so this will just be a place for other like-minded people trying to get into the home care business. So, or that are in the business and just really want to have a community that they can rely on. So that is my presentation for today. I am going to come back over to the chat and see if there are any questions. So, Sultana asks, well, hi Jackie from Florida. Sultana asked a question, Fajika, I'm licensed and ready to market my business. When should I start my hiring process? So that is an excellent question. I love that question. You should start your hiring process now. You're already licensed. And so here's the way I like to answer that. Let's say you get a client tomorrow. Let's say you get 2 clients tomorrow. Who's going to take care of that client? Right? And I know half of my agency owners can do the care. I'm the other half that I never have worked in the field as like a caregiver, as a CNA. That wasn't my path. So I wouldn't really be able to take care of my clients. But I know there's another half that have started in the business working and will provide that care if need be. However, I know the concern is, well, I don't want to hire anyone if I don't have the clients. That's okay. This is where you're going to be honest. When you're starting your hiring process, when you do your interviews, you're letting this person know, hey, I'm an up and coming agency. Right now, I'm just hiring so I can build my pipeline. So you're getting them through the hiring process. So whatever the process is for your state, you're taking them through that. You're getting them approved, right? And you're letting them know, hey, I'm going to keep you updated with regards to how my business is coming along. Okay. I will tell you, I have had to do that twice now, and I never get pushback because the people are aware on what's happening, and as long as you keep them updated, they're willing to hang out for you. And make sure you let them know, because a lot of times our caregivers, they have a couple of jobs, right? They're typically, most of them aren't just working one job. So as long as you kind of let them know where you're at in the process, they're willing to hang out for you. Okay. This is also, as you're collecting this information and as you're building pipeline, you're understanding what their availability is, right? So that way let's say you have 10 people in your pipeline. you can kind of put together a schedule based on those 10 people. And this is what you're marketing to your clients to make sure that their needs are met. Okay. So excellent question, Sultana. Thank you very much. Do you have to own a house to start? I registered the business name and I'm waiting for a license, currently saving for down payment. So for Aku, it depends on where you're at. What does your state say, what the regulations say? And that's why I always say it's really important to make sure your first part of research is understanding what your requirements are for your state. Okay. Trishal asked me, do we hire PRN for now? So in terms of your PRN, I would treat them just as the caregiver. I would start that process, let them know, hey, I am I am a new agency and I'm getting my staff together. So you let that person know, just like your caregivers. I had a client who allowed me to take part in her hiring process, and that's what we were doing. We did that with her PRNs, we did that with her RN, and we did that with her caregivers. And a lot of states now, this is not for California. California doesn't do this, but a lot of states are asking for who is your PRN? Who is your RN? Who's going to be conducting these assessments for you? They want to know. They want to see that resume. They want to know that they've been through orientation with your agency. So you kind of want to make sure you're starting that hiring process as soon as possible. If you need more assistance on what that looks like, kind of reach out to me behind the scenes. But absolutely, you want to make sure you get all that stuff started. Okay. And like I said, as long as you're letting everyone know where they stand, no one's going to have any bad feelings about it. They know that you're starting your business. Okay. What else? What a great group. Okay. Well, listen, I do appreciate your time. So I will be doing this every day this week. And then again, Monday through Friday next week. So we're doing this 10 days straight. And every day we're handling a new topic. So I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. I want to thank you all so much for taking time to spend some time with me and listen and learn about home care topics. So if you make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and then tell other people, anyone who is interested in home care content, make sure that they log on to Simply Fajika. Okay, so I hope you all have a blessed day.